Here we are, here we be, and here we go. Third period action live, coming to you from Gordon Rink at the Matthews Center in Concord, New Hampshire. It's the hometown of St. Paul's School. Pelicans down 0-2 to the New Hampton Huskies in a critical Lakes region matchup as we get set here for the third period. New Hampton from right to left, St. Paul's from left to right. The goals, Corey Morris, his 11th of the season, the first of the season for Parker Sharsmith. One in the first, one in the second for New Hampton. And they lead it 2-0 in a rather clean, no-nonsense hockey game at this point. Only one penalty each. Ryan Rassa, Guillaume Deere took a hitting or a checking from behind 5-minute major. And that didn't really spark any, fury from either side, shall we say. Here's a turnover and a chance. Jogan throws it in deep for Dunlap, a centering pass. It'll go right on the stick of Julian Menes, who comes the other way. Into the middle of the ice, settled there by Schubert on his backhand. It's loose for Bussey now. He kicked it away to the near boards. The other penalty was to New Hampton's Max Fleckenstein. Both teams 0-4-1 on that man advantage. I don't know if you count it 0-2, by the way. It's a 5-minute major. I'm pretty sure it's just one kill for St. Paul's there, even though they had to kill the major penalty. Dumas will dump it deep. Ardania watched there by Halliday on the back check, nearly taken away by Simpson, but moved further across the red line until Simpson took it right back again. He'll make the pass for Dumas. Either jumped away from him or just straight missed him, and he's in behind the goal for it now. Here's Maxime Dumas, left side bouncer, and Simpson will deflect it in. Here he goes. Simpson. Vatheim's going to the goal. Eric Simpson on a round. He tried to leave it in front towards that left face-off circle area. Hold on a second. Here's Vatheim, picks it off. The bouncer for Simpson goes into the corner. Halliday backing up Eric Simpson in low. He takes a tumble, and New Hampton takes the puck. Although another turnover. Here's Halliday behind the goal line. Centered in front by Simpson. Loose on the stick of Stadheim. Came through to the line. Dumas, a good start to this period for St. Paul's as it sent to the net. Standing in front there was Owen Stadheim, but it was stopped by Brian with the knee down. Centered again for Simpson, but he was on his backhand and missed it wide. Another one to the goal. Hops up in the air. Stadheim looking to reverse it. Rather, it's in front for Halliday for Stadheim. Stopped by Brian. My goodness! Here's Simpson again. This line is buzzing now. Dumas for Russell. Hold on a moment. Drifted from the line here. Goes off the backboards. That's Owen Stadheim. That was Simpson that centered it for Halliday. I think I mispronounced all of that. And then JT Halliday moved it to Owen Stadheim. Rather than shooting, as I certainly thought he would have. Brian was already down. And then he was further down for the Stadheim shot. Really stretch my voice to its limitations here on this, under the weather day for me. Holy smokes. And Stadheim just shot it into the pad of Lucas Brine in the right place at the right time there. Just couldn't elevate it that half-inch, literally, like the top little raised area. Here's Sacklad taking the puck in the corner. He tried to center it. The raised area of the goaltender's pads there on the top. He hit that with the CCM logo. I don't know if you can see it on the green pad of the pad of Lucas Bryan. It's the CCM right in that area. And it just nicked off the top and down into right into the crease where Bryan could find it, I guess. Great opportunity, and St. Paul still head off the scoreboard. Something's got to give for the Big Red, and they're going strong here in this third period. Ty Green now on his backhand, waiting. Didn't see a passer there, or a recipient there. He's looking to pass it off for Sacklad, who drove the cage rather than stayed behind for the drop. Here comes Dunlap. He's been real good for New Hampton. You can see why he's a UMass commit. And he comes into the zone. Dunlap right in with a backhander. And it'll go to the corner right on the stick of Ardania back to the line. Ardania had stuck in deep there from the right point as the defenseman. He was standing along that goal line. Sweep to the middle. McElhinney. Some space to break out. St. Paul's won't do it well, though. It's just banged off the boards for Ardania to step up and shoot it right back in. I feel like they could have moved it to Menes there on the play. He was open. Here's the bouncer off the boards to no one. And there's Sacklad. Yep. Off the rafter. It was like, I watched that puck come off the stick of John Sacklad, and I was like, I don't know if it's going to make it. Now, if it goes through the hoops here in the Raptors' little holes, it's still in play. But if it hits something, it's out, and the faceoff will go where the puck is shot from. So not a good area to loft it out if you're John Sacklad. They do allow the change on the play, so Sacklad off here. There's Schubert, some space now, 3-on-2 for St. Paul's. If they can get it together, they can't. And Menace just forced to shoot it, and it comes hard off that wall. And Bussey was headed to the right of where the puck was going. That would be the net, folks. And the puck was stationed around that left postish area. Menace telegraphs the puck on the far boards. Here's Schubert with Bussey in front. Schubert stopping behind the goal. He finds Menez for a one-timer, and he teed it up, and it went nowhere. Just put it off the heel of his stick. It bounced up and around and got to the slot. New Hampton took the puck and moved the other way. That's a Petros. Here to the corner. Here's Peterson right in front of the goal. They move it, and the pass went through the middle of the ice and out the other side. Stepping into it now is Morris. Corey Morris, bumped by Dumas. It'll come up the near wall. Left point pushed right back down to where it came from by Schuchart onto the backhand of Morris. He swung it wide right off the wall of Bone. A good response shift here from New Hampton. They're putting some pressure in the St. Paul's end right now. The third line out there for the Huskies doing some good work. It's dropped off. Here's Litwin. Litwin still going. Sends a shot to the goal. The rebound's there. Barron is down. They crash on top of him, and the puck's still loose. Morris ends up literally on the back of Barron. They're jousting right now as Simpson looks to go the other way. He's fended off the puck there by Kelly DeBruyne, barely or narrowly avoiding taking a penalty, I should say. Whew. Dunlap was in behind. Riley Drew there for a moment too. Sent it into the zone. 11:45 to go. St. Paul's got to get on the board. It's set out here. Here's Stathheim in the slot. He shoots, and it went off a body and wide. He's had the best opportunities here in this third period, Owen Stathheim has. Still waiting for the goal. Back on this puck once more. Threw it off a leg, is intended for Halliday at the middle of the ice. He'll pick it back up again and give it a go. Owen Stathheim into the zone, trying to make a nice little stick move. Instead it bounces to the boards, and he's taken down to the ice with a shove. Parker Scharschmidt was on him. Here's Dunlap winding and finding the rebound in the middle of the ice. Jogan was there, and he couldn't get a stick on it. It's sent the other way. Up four, checking is Stathheim. Is picking it up is Scharschmidt. St. Paul's has just got to get something going here and fast. I know I keep saying it. I said it at the end of the second too, but nothing really doing for him here. They've had opportunities, just haven't been able to sneak it in. Here's Sweet now with a bit of space. Harrison Sweet settled it in front for Flinton. It's loose, bouncing around. New Hampton looking to go the other way as Sweet was pinching in, but good stick work by him. Green now centers, and he goes through the blue paints. Flynn knocks it down at the line and keeps it in. Good keep by the freshman there up near at the blue. Here's Sacklad sneaking in. It's Sweet, but it's centered for Green. They really are knocking on the door. You got a feeling that when they do push through, if they do push through, it's going to come in waves. That pass missed Green, and here's Dunlap looking to go the other way. And a one-on-one with McElhaney. Dunlap shoots, and it's blocked by Teddy McElhaney. That was their big score, or their big commit, I should say. Dunlap, of course, UMass Amherst commits. Minutemen having a fantastic season this year. If he keeps playing like he's played in this one, he will be a fantastic addition to that squad. That's a Petros coming in, but New Hampton offside. There's some shouting going on in the building, and I'm not sure who it's coming from. Certainly doesn't sound like a fan, more like a coach or a referee. But it's none of the coaches right now. We are going to have a penalty, and Julian Menes will take a seat in the box. Another one I missed. New Hampton to the power play here, and they have a chance with two players down. The shot comes through traffic as Schuchart Top of the right circle, send it to the goal. So Julian Menace in the box here. Maybe it was one of the coaches on the St. Paul's bench. I heard you can't touch him. I don't know whether that was directed at Menace or whom. But Menace is in the box here for 145, and that's the important info you need to know. So St. Paul's needs to kill a penalty and then score 2 to get back in this hockey game. 9:20 to do that. When this penalty expires, there'll be around 8 minutes left to play. Sharp angle shot coming through here. There was Grace teeing it up. He's back on the ice, by the way. Just realized that, of course. He was injured in that second period. Picked up here by Dumais, looking to send Simpson the other way. Eric Simpson coming onto the puck. He's got Stadheim with him. Simpson curls back, waiting, circle, shoots. And it goes up and off the glass. He's got to get up now as New Hampton looks to come the other way. I thought Peterson was going to head up quickly, but he curled back, allowing St. Paul's some time to not only get back, but also change. I think that's because his team was changing as well. And now a 2-on-1. Green with Sacklad from the red line, and they're onside, and it's Ty Green who takes the shot, and it's just gobbled up by Brine. Not much of a 2-on-1, I would say. I thought Sacklad was going to go offside there for a little bit, but they had the odd man rush from the red line in, and Green just elects to shoot it. And not much strain coming out of that either. Just plenty of time for Ty Green to make his decision, and he had his decision to shoot. Good job by Brine to control the rebound. I shouldn't say it's not much of a 2-on-1. It was just not much of a threat there. Green's dropped to 6, so New Hampton a chance to move up ice. 3 players back for St. Paul's. Green moving back into the picture now. Top unit still out there for the Huskies, looking to put this one away, maybe. Bouncing in front of the cage, it'll go to the corner. That's Wand, I believe. No. Jugan. Here's Green picking up another pass. He's going to look to go the other way again. Instead gives to Sacklad. 10 seconds left to go in the kill. John Sacklad works in. 5 seconds. Green coming in to help out. Good kill by St. Paul's. They actually had most of the opportunities, and now they're going to go to the power play. Taken down in behind the New Hampton net was Ty Green. And he's going to get rewarded for his hard work, or at least his team is. A good job penalty, or good job on the kill by Green and Sacklad. And now St. Paul's goes to the power play as Ty Green draws the penalty in behind the goal. I think catch who's in the box. Looks like it's going to be James Hatcher-Petras in for a trip. St. Paul's now starts from their own end as it was quickly cleared by New Hampton. Julian Menace out of the box and now on the power play. He's going to skate it in. Menace all the way around. Drops it back for Halliday at the line, who gives it right back on the half wall. This is Julian Menace holding the puck, looking around. Owen Stadheim couldn't kick it, skate to stick. Here he is again, though. McElhinney sneaking in. He gets the pass back and it trickles to the goal. McElhinney, a backhand score! Puck was just bouncing around. It'll be Teddy Mack's second goal of the year. He sneaks a change-up backhander in between the wickets of Lucas Bride, and St. Paul's on the board at last. It's a good give-and-go play. McElhinney to Simpson, and then he gave it back in the slot. Teddy could never really control it. He kind of bounced it off a leg, and it ended up coming back to him. He stuck a backhander, and it was low, curling along the ice. And it finds its way to the back of the net. A power play goal for the Big Red, and it's 2-1. They've been pushing here in this third period, certainly their best period so far, and they've pulled to within a goal with less than 7 to play. Not that things weren't interesting before, but they're certainly interesting now, and this hockey game is really going to heat up in the next 6.5. Here's Cooper Flinton with it. He'll ring it around a yellow dasher. I think the bumper. Dasher's on top. That's the red, and then Bumpers on the bottom, maybe? Doesn't really matter. It was in around the boards. He's pushing forward on that boards area again on the left side. Flinton with Diome Deere. Green backing up to cover the defenseman Diome Deere's space. The 3-on-3 or 3-on-2 battle on the wall. New Hampton wins it, though they were down a man. St. Clair wasn't really in the battle, though, I should say. Sullivan stepped up and played the body while he was engaged. The puck snuck by him. Over here, Diome Deere will just whisk it right back around. New Hampton and St. Paul's make changes. 6 minutes even on the clock. And Teddy McElhinney has made it a 1-goal game on the power play with James Hatcher-Petros in the box. That's what penalty killing can do for you, or can do for you. Here's McLeod dropping it off. Hatcher-Petros, no! He had a lane and rocketed one to the goal. It was stopped by Barron. But yes, that's what penalty killing can do. A great kill, and that was a phenomenal kill by the Big Red. As I said, they had more opportunities on that penalty kill than New Hampton did on the power play, and it just kind of generated a bit of momentum for them that they've been looking for. Although they came out of the gate. Here's a glove stop by Andy Barrett again. Jugan backhanded one on net in tights. They came out of the gate in the third period fine. It kind of created their own momentum, but even more momentum off the kill, and it translates into the goal down the other end. Icing here on the play. Menez was right up looking to negate it. He gives a shower to Mr. James Hatcher-Petros. They have a chat about it on the long skate back. Face off to the right of Andy Barron again. And it's one. There's a shot right off the draw. Dunlap got to the puck first. We're going to do this face off a third time. Andy Barron off to his left to make another glove save. Clock down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Russell jumped off the draw and Dunlap unhappy about it. Russell can't get kicked out though, that's the thing. Schubert can. And Menez will take it. He lost it. There's Hatcher-Petros, a drive. It crumples Dunlap, who's on top of the puck as well. I don't know if it's in his skate. Oof. Hatcher-Petros lined that one up. Dunlap okay. Thankfully for the Huskies. He's been a force in this hockey game. He is skating off just a bit gingerly. This whole line goes off here. Jugan, not even off the ice when the puck was dropped. Let's send out to center, and here's Halliday with a bit of space, or a bit of pace, I should say. Although he had the space too. Twisted it into the corner. Stadheim looking to settle the bumbling puck. Stadheim works it up the wall. Halliday crashing in there as well. 2-1-2 on the right wall. Through that glass in front of us. 5 minutes even. We just hit it and it's under. Here's Halliday to the middle. Comes back to left point. McElhinney, a shot right there in front. And Stadheim again with the cage yawning. Could not get his stick on the puck before it was knocked out by the New Hampton defenseman. Close call in the blue paint for the Huskies. A much better third this period for St. Paul's, and they're really pressing for that game-tying goal. Looking good so far. There's a nice pass from Halliday to Sweet on the saucer. Sweet looking to thread the needle. He couldn't. It was cut off there by a Husky coming across. That was the likes of Greg Peterson. Knocked down by Sweet. Here he comes. Harrison Sweet dropping it off. It kicked around. Never made it to Stadheim. And now we got a chance for New Hampton. It's Ring. Ring left side. Ring around Dumas with a shot. And it goes wide of the goal. Comes out that right side. And Nolan Stadheim will find it. Dumas hustling up to get in the rush with him. It's a 2-on-2. And it's Max Dumas on the left side settling it down and trying to take a shot. It got blocked aside after Stadheim was felled to the ice. He got that pass off just in time, too. There's a shot up high, and Barron goes cherry-picking to make the save. 3:55 on the clock, and it's 2-1 New Hampton. They scored one in the first, one in the second, and if you have to score one in the third, St. Paul's has done just that. Off the face-off, they got a man to go into the goal. That was Duke Litwin with a net drive, and his net... His shot popped up on the stick and into the glove of Andy Barron. 3:51 on the clock. Couple seconds tick off there on the Litwin play. Third line out there of Litwin, Morris, and Bone right now for New Hampton. Off the glass from Ty Green and out. Here's Cooper Flinton by himself at center ice. Tried to knock the puck to the middle ice. He could not. St. Paul's hustling for a change. Dumas off. Sullivan on. And Sullivan with the puck. He got it from Bryson Russell. Up the right wall. Here's a 2-on-2 between the red and the blue. And it's Flinton trying to cut in. Sealed off at the last moment. Still loose there. And Flinton knocked down inadvertently, though. No penalty called on the play. Here's Sullivan with space. Jake Sullivan with a shot. It's loose there in front for Flinton. Sacklad with a whack. Or sorry, that was Sacklad in front. Here he is again with a shot. And it goes off a stick and out. I think that moment's hesitation there from Jake Sullivan wreaked a bit of havoc in front. He had all day to shoot it and took his time with that puck. Eventually kind of sliding a low one that created a rebound. Good chance, but still no goal. St. Paul's awaiting their second. Down 2-1 to New Hampton, and they need a second. New Hampton needs a third. And a win. Wins and losses ever so hard to come by in New England prep hockey. Both these teams in the double digits so far. Here's Menace to the middle. Julian Menace, a shot. Puck is loose. Loose for sure. Drops it for Menace again, and it was blocked. And down to the ice like a sack of brick goes Schuchart. That shot hurt him. Down the other end, it's Dunlap. Stopped by Barron. Schuchart is up. That shot, I'll tell you, hit him, I think, in the ankles, and he was in some pain. He went down hard. Whew. I don't mean a sack of bricks like he's embellishing or in a derogatory way by any means of the imagination. I mean, he went down hard. There's Dumas rushing the puck. They're down to 2 minutes left to play. The goalie will come soon, you gotta think. Andy Barron still in his cage, and St. Paul's getting the puck deep here. Pushing on it is Dumas. Keeping it in now is Howley. Dumas in front of the net. Here's Simpson. Nobody back at the point. Stadheim now. And to the bench goes Barron. Here's Howley looking to come out of the corner. He centered it for Simpson rather. Loose at the side. Net empty for St. Paul's. And picking it up on the side is Grace. Can he get it out? Chased by Russell. It's going to go down the ice and just go wide of the empty net. No icing on the play, and the St. Paul bench is furious. They'll make a line change here. It's Owen Stadheim. The cage empty and 1:20 to go here at Gordon. Eric Simpson stepping in across the blue line. Takes a bump from behind and lost it. New Hampton can't clear now. They'll get it out. Good work by Jack Ring. Here's Bryson Russell off for McElhaney and up the right side. Simpson spins and turns and the puck goes into the zone. We're down to 1 minute to play here in the game. It's Russell to the net. It'll come out this way for Ring and he'll just shoot it out to center. It's a puck race between the blue lines and unable to get to it. There is Grace. Score! From the blue line, a wing and a prayer by Stephen Ardania into the empty net, and New Hampton seals it 3-1. Can't help but flash back to 2 weeks ago in this same building on a Wednesday, literally 2 weeks ago. 3-1 the score with an empty net. St. Paul's falls to Nobles, a similar game here today. Probably a less frustrating one. But New Hampton, a big 4 points in Lakes Region play. And it looks like they will probably clinch. I would think a win here clinches that 4th seed and playoff spot in the Lakes Region tournament for the Huskies. 30 seconds to go and they lead 3-1. Stephen Ardania with the empty netter. And a tough pill to swallow for the Big Red today. They made a push in that 3rd period, but could not usurp the 2-goal deficits. Getting one, but one was not enough. Just were never able to get set up with that empty net. And this will do it here today. A quiet ending at Gordon. The Huskies of New Hampton moving on up in the small school leaderboard with a 3-1 victory. 2-goal margin and a big 2 points for New Hampton. 3-1 Huskies over Pelicans here from Concord. My name is Ryan Murphy. So glad to have had you along for this one. New Hampton with the victory over St. Paul's. We'll see you on Friday. Quick turnaround for the Big Red as they take on ranked St. Sebastian's. And we'll see you then. For now, enjoy the rest of your evening, folks.